right? So you can get in the field. So let's give it up.
Morning, everybody. Morning. For those who doesn't know us, my name is Peter, my wife Tia. We're a regional leader here in the office, and today we have the honor to talk to you guys a little bit about setting up appointments. So setting up appointment to me is probably one of the most important skills that we have to learn in this business. If we get this down, we can literally have lots of places to go. We'll always be making money. We'll always have appointments. And this is one of the 7 fundamentals in the business, guys. You have prepared really well training for you guys, and I'm gonna pass it over to her to do everything else for y'all.
All right. Sounded amazing about like going over all the prospecting tools, right? So who's here to build a business? All right, so the majority of the room, right? So look over those slides, go over them and pick the top few that you could see yourself doing consistently, right? And the key word is consistently. So doing it over and over. And if you do that, there's no way that you cannot build a business here, right? Now, who's here to make money? All right, also everybody, right? So we are in the business of business and financial services, right? So those are the top 2 places where there's no way you can make money, right? You can't be in business for yourself and be in financial services where it's literally all about money and not make money, right? So the only things that you need to know is how to make that money. So what we're going to go over is how to book appointments 100% of the time, right? Because in the field, sitting in front of clients and helping them build their wealth is how you build your own wealth here. Right? So that's what I'm going to go over. This training is mainly going to be for new associates because anyone that's been here for a little while, you know how to do it, right? You just have to do it. Right? So this is going to be for the new people. All right. So setting appointments is one of the foundations of the business. Like Peter said, it's one of the 7 fundamentals. There's only a few things you need to master here and get really good at to build your business. Great thing here, if you're Neil, is you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself, right? So we have one of the best, not one, well, few of the best trainers in here. I'll just talk about myself, right? We have a few of the best trainers in here, right? That can help you build your business for you. So take advantage of that, right? One of the biggest things that you can use, a great asset that you have is to say you're in training, right? I know I was talking to Hai the other day. He was like, I wish I could still say I'm in training, right? Because you saying you're in training puts the pressure off of you and you can put it on your trainer, right? Who has the experience here, has the skill set here to be able to take that pressure, right? So your job is not to know how to explain the business. Your job is to know how to introduce people to your trainer who does know how to explain the business, right? So the biggest thing now during a training, while you're setting up appointments, is to learn how to do it, right? And then after you learn how to do it, to master how to do it, and then to teach other people, right? Once you teach other people, you duplicate yourself, and that's what's the new person going to do that you duplicated yourself. They're going to do the same thing, right? And that's how you create a money-making machine, right? A business that will continue to keep making money for you, right? Without you being there, right? So who here knows what a qualified appointment is? Like, who knows what MACHO stands for? Anybody new? So let's see anybody that's new that would know. Dante, it's literally his first training here. So do you remember what MACHO stands for? Yeah, perfect, right? Married, age 25 to 55, has children, owns a home, right, and has an occupation, works, right? So those are qualified appointments, right? So if anybody that we sit down with that's MACHO, most of them will become clients, right? The numbers say at least 50% of the people we see that are MACHO will become clients, and most likely on the first visit, right? So you want to make sure the ball is in your court and that you sit down with people who are MACHO. And there are exceptions, right? We are in 2023 now, crazy, right? But yeah, okay, Peter.
If you guys had guests, you guys can come and grab them.
Right. So some people are not married, which is fine, right? But for example, I was a client before I started working, right? I was not married yet, right? But I was with Peter, right? And I wasn't within the age range, but I still became a client. So there are exceptions, but we're not here to start building your business on the exceptions. Right? We're gonna want to sit down with anybody that's qualified. And the best way to do that is through a few scripts, the triangle offense script, the character reference and training text message, and the feeder script. So we're gonna go over all of those today. So let's do the triangle offense and somebody else. Who here is new? So I know who's called. All right, perfect. All right, so triangle offense, right? So the triangle offense is the first method I tell everybody to do. Right? Again, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself, right? So use your trainer to your advantage, right? So who would want to set appointments 100% of the time? Yeah, right. And who would like to get more results and less no's? All right. So the great thing here is let your trainer do it, right? Your trainer knows what to do. They'll be able to set the appointments all the time. And also, if somebody says no, they're not saying no to you, they're saying no to your trainer, right? So this is the script we use. You just call on the phone, right? You put them on speakerphone. If you're not there with them, do it on the three-way call. And this is the script we're going to use. And I'm going to call on you. What's your name?
Oh,
Catherine, you just passed your exam again. Awesome. Congratulations. All right. So let's read the script. Can you read the script for us?
Says, okay,
This one. There's no pointer.
thank you.
Well.
So I'm talking to my friend Suzanne.
Yeah.
Well, I was just calling because I need to ask you for a favor. I just started working with a financial company and I'm really excited. But I just need help with my training. My trainer is here with me now and can explain everything. Can you talk to him or her for 2 minutes?
Perfect. That's it. Right. Was that hard, Catherine? No, right? So it's just a few sentences here. That's all you need to do as a new associate. And then you pass your phone to your trainer and they're gonna just set the appointment, right? Set the table, set the expectations. So then when you go on the appointment, everything is gonna go smooth. All right, so let's say you call them, which is the first method, and they don't pick up. Then you do the text message, right? So let's say you're like, hey, I don't really want to call this person. They're probably at work right now. They're probably with their kids. They're not going to pick up. It's okay. Just call them anyway. Because if they don't, we'll then send them a message. All right. So this is the message for the appointment. Do you want to read that for us as well, Catherine? You did a great job. the
Hi,
first time.
Suzanne, I have a favor to ask. I just started working with a financial company part-time, and I'm really excited. I listed you as a character reference and as someone who could possibly help me with my training. Could you take a call from my trainer, Shia Tran, at 703-662-6? What's it? Either today or tomorrow. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks.
Awesome, perfect, right? So this is the most important part. Put my name and number, right? No, just kidding. Great job. Everyone give it up for Catherine. Right. Yep, that's it. Right now, let's say those are the only two things you need to master when you're new, right? Is just setting that call and then setting this text message. Right now, your go-to response is, hey, let's say sometimes they don't pick up, they don't respond to your message right away, and you're not with your trainer. This is on the script. All of you guys should have gotten it. Is to say this, right? So just memorize this, right? So if somebody says, hey, what is it that you do, right? Tell me more, and they just bombard you with questions. You just have to say, we just help families make and save money. It's an opportunity I'm really excited about. I'm not licensed. I can't explain much. So I just want to show you what I do. My trainer can explain everything. Will 6 p.m. or 8 p.m. work better to take a call from my trainer? That's it, right? So this takes the pressure off you. They can't continue to bombard you with questions because you just told them you're not licensed yet. You're still in training, right? And you're just asking for them to take a call from your trainer, right? So just knowing this will help a lot of times take the pressure off of you, right? And you put it on your trainer again. So that's all this is taking the pressure off yourself, putting it on your trainer because you're still very new, right? So now let's say you get really, really good at that, right? And it's time for you to become a soloist, become independent, and you can start setting appointments by yourself. So if you're within the first 30 days, I always tell anyone on our team, we're not going to focus on this within the first 30 days. After that, once you go on appointments and you're confident to be able to set appointments on your own, this is the Feedor script. So who here has never heard of the Feedor script? Okay, Catherine, Dante. Okay, what's your name? Makai? All right, Makai, so let's do this. I'm not even gonna go over it. I'm gonna have you read the script, okay? So read the script, role play with me, okay? So start and you can call me. My name is Tia.
To catch the first part.
Yeah, just
read that.
no, just say hi, Tia.
Hi, Tia. Well, I was wondering. Well, sorry.
That's okay.
Hi, Tia. Well, I was just calling because I need to ask you for a favor. I just started working with this financial company and I'm really excited. And I'm really excited and I just need help with my training. All I have to do is witness 10 training presentations in order to get my state license. There are no costs or obligations and it will only take about 30 to 40 minutes. Would you and your spouse, or you and Peter, would you and Peter be willing to help me out?
Yeah, of course.
Great, great. I just wanted you to see that what I'm doing so you can refer people to me. I am scheduled to work on the day,
Just say Tuesday or Wednesday.
Tuesday or Wednesday. Which day works better for you?
Let's do Wednesday.
Okay, great. We can set up meeting for 11:45 or
Okay.
which day better?
Which do you prefer?
Which do you prefer?
10 a.m.
Great. What's your email address, last name, and your spouse's email address?
All right, and I'll give that to you. And then after I give that to you, you just say the script to seal the deal.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. I'll be doing the meeting with my trainer, so please make sure that Peter is there. Otherwise, I won't get full credit. Also, if you have to change that schedule, please let me know 24 to 48 hours in advance, because any last minute changes will make me look bad. Thanks.
Perfect. Give it up. All right. Great job. And then your first time reading the script. All right, that was amazing. Right, that was good for a first time, but that also shows that a lot of times when we see the script, right, we like, oh, it's just a script. I'm just gonna read it, make the call. But a lot of times it doesn't come out as smooth as you want the first time, right? So just practice it. If you're new, practice the script, and I promise you, the second time you do it, it's gonna be a lot smoother. All right, so that's the script. Now let's go over the psychology with the script. All right, so I always like to go over the psychology of everything we do here, right? Because it helps you figure out why you're saying the things you're saying and not to go away from the script, right? Because a lot of times we feel like, hey, I have a great personality. I know this person. Let me just change the script up, right? But the script is there for a reason. And we've had the script for years and years and years. And let's go over psychology. So the reason we want to catch up first, right? So I know this time you just said hi, Tia, but just catch up like, hey, how are the kids? How are you doing? Because it warms up the conversation. And then when you go into the script, you don't want to be catching up for like 10 minutes, right? So only 1-2 minutes. And then you say, well, I was just calling because. This lets the other person know that you're calling for a reason and they'll start paying attention, right? So if they're playing with the kids, you say, well, I was just calling because, they'll kind of pay more attention. So the kids hold up a second, right? I need to ask you for a favor. So people naturally like the feeling needed, right? And being helpful, right? Also, I just started working with a financial company. I'm really excited, right? Excitement is contagious, right? Nobody's out there every day that you meet saying, hey, I'm so excited with what I'm doing. Everyone is talking about how much they hate their job, right? So I'm so excited. They'll be like, hey, what are they excited about, right? So they'll start getting curious. And I just need help with my training. Training means you don't know how to explain everything yet. So they know not to keep bombarding you with questions. And all I have to do is witness 10 training presentations in order to get my state license. There's no cost or obligations. It will only take 30 to 40 minutes with you and your spouse be willing to help me out. right? This sets the expectation and also eliminates pressure as well, right? There's no cost, there's no obligation. They know they don't have to go and pay for something right away, right? So, but they do know it might take 30 to 40 minutes, right? They do know their spouse has to be there, and they know that you have to witness 10 training presentations, right? So they'll be open to help you out with at least 1 out of 10. And then great, I just want you to see what I'm doing so you can refer people to me. This is a referral seat, right? Shondell is amazing at getting referrals. So the best way to get referrals is to continue to set the seats, right? Until the end, right? So this is a referral seat. It sets the table for you to get referrals, whether they become a client or not. Because they know even if they are not going to become a client, they knew the reason why they helped you out is for you to get referrals. Right, and then I'm scheduled to work on Tuesday or Wednesday, which day works best for you. We can set the meeting for 6 p.m. or 8 p.m., which do you prefer, right? So people always think they're busier than they are, right? So if you tell them, hey, when are you free this week? Or when are you free in general? People think they're busy. They think, oh, I have my kids' recital next week, right? They're not even busy, but they're gonna think they are busy, and they're gonna say, hey, follow up with me after Valentine's Day. Right, so set the time and the day. So then you say Tuesday or Wednesday. Now the only schedules that are going in their head are what they're doing on Tuesday, what they're doing on Wednesday, right? And the times as well. Because now you also know that whichever option they pick, it's going to be beneficial for you, right? Because you're going to be free and available during those times as well. So you're taking control over the schedule. And then what's your email address, last name, spouse name? It allows us to put into the CRM system, right? And then they'll get text and email reminders there. And the last part is so important is you don't want to just get off the phone right away, is you want to seal the deal, right? So once you seal the deal, this gets less chance of reschedules and really gives closure to the conversation. So it eliminates questions, right? So you want to seal the deal. Because if you say, thank you, I appreciate your support. I'll be doing the meeting with my trainer. Please make sure that your spouse is there. Otherwise, I won't get full credit. If you have to change the schedule, let me know 24, 48 hours in advance. Any last minute changes will make me look really bad, right? Nobody's going to continue to bombard you with questions. They're going to feel bad if they want to reschedule the day before. Now, reschedules will happen, right? But this will eliminate the chances of it happening to you often because they don't want to make you look bad for your trainer. They know you're new. They know you're working with a new company, right? So this is the best way for you to set appointments when you're setting it by yourself, right? So let's go. Is Josh in here? Okay, so, okay, all right, perfect. So who here knows the standard American response? Of course, all right. So no, not yet. All right. So are you new?
Yeah.
I haven't seen you yet. I know you didn't raise your hand. You scared I'm gonna call on you. What's your name? Kevin? All right, nice to meet you, Kevin. All right, so let's say I'm married, Kevin, and I tell you, you call me, you do the whole script, and then I say, hey, let me check with my spouse's schedule. What would you usually say if you don't look at this script? Okay, yeah, that's what all of us said, right? We've all been there. It's like, okay, sounds good. And do you think I'm gonna call you back? No, well, yeah, sometimes we really like, oh, maybe she'll call me back, right? Probably not, because I'm gonna get busy, right? And not because I don't care about you, Kevin, it's because I'm so busy with my life. There's so many things going on. I'm already unorganized, right? So you're not my top priority. Although this is so important to you, you're gonna continue to look at your phone and you're gonna get, why is she not calling me back, right? So to avoid all of that, we're going to say this. If they say, let me talk to my spouse. And this is something that you're going to hear all the time, is what I say, right? Is what Peter says, right? So I say, hey, let me talk to Peter, Kevin. I'll get right back with a time when, so I know when our schedules align. All right, so can you read the script to me, what you would say?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I also need to coordinate a time with my trainer's schedule as well. How about we set up a tentative time for now? When are you and your spouse usually together? Evenings or weekends?
The weekends.
Great. If anything changes, please give me a call at 24 to 48 hours in advance. Otherwise, we will see you then.
Perfect, right? So this is, I'll say, okay, weekends, right? And then we'll set a date, we'll set a time, right? And then it says, let me know 24, 48 hours in advance. So let's say the date comes around and they didn't confirm yet, right? But then now they're like, oh, they didn't tell me to let them know in advance. I'm just gonna show up, right? And if they don't, guess what? They're gonna call you back and pick a new time, right? So instead of you chasing them for a time and a day, now you're gonna pick one, and if even if it doesn't happen, they're gonna reschedule it for another time. So both ways are gonna be for your benefit. Right, and then some other common objections. This is all in your script. The next one is, what do I have to do? All right, let's see some more new faces. Kayshawn. Okay, Kayshawn. So what do you say if I say, hey, so what do I have to do, Kayshawn?
So we just share some concepts and information with you for about 45 minutes. And we'll make it easy by having you. For me to get the best training, all I ask is that both you and your spouse are available. And that you think of others who can benefit of what I will be doing. That's all. When are you guys usually together? Evenings or weekends?
Weekends. Right, so as you notice here from what the similar thing from last time is you always answer a question with another question. Right, this makes sure you're in control of the conversation. Because if you don't ask another question, right, they're gonna continue to keep asking you questions and you're gonna be on defensive mode the entire time. All right, so take control, ask a question, and then end the conversation. All right, next one, what do you do? You here, everyone's avoiding eye contact with me, that's Neil. All right, Corey.
We help families plan their financial future and get out of debt sooner. But like I said, this is primarily for my training, and I want you to feel comfortable introducing people to me. When are you and your spouse usually together, evenings or weekends?
Perfect, Corey. All right, you want to do the next one too, Corey? Does my spouse need to be there?
In order for me to get full training credit, I need both of you to be there. When are you guys usually available? At evenings or weekends?
Perfect. Dory, let's read the next one. All right, so we already have someone who does that, Dory.
That's fine, there's no cost or obligation, but if you see something that you're excited about and you want to get involved, if not, like I said, it's primarily for my training, I want you to feel comfortable introducing people to me. When are you and your spouse getting together? Evenings or weekends?
Awesome, great job. The last two. So now these objections are pretty much the only objections you're gonna hear, right? So you only need to know these, and the great thing, you don't have to memorize them, just have the script in front of you when you're setting the appointments. Right now, we are really busy. You're pretty new, right? What's your name? Victoria. All right, Victoria, can you read that for us?
I know you are busy, and that's exactly why I asked you. Because you are so busy and incredible, you will be the perfect referral source. So would you be able to help me out with that?
Yes, of course.
When are you and your spouse usually together? Evenings or weekends?
Awesome, amazing job. All right, and then the last one, I'm not interested. All right.
That's okay.
Oh, no, you go ahead, Victoria. I love it. I love the initiative. I'm not interested, Victoria.
That's okay. It's just for my training, and it really means a lot to me. I'm only asking the people that I really think I can count on. Maybe you can just refer people to me. This is really important. Will you help me out?
You put it like that, I'll help you out. All right, great job, right? So very simple, straight to the point, right? So last tip before I end here, I went over some of these already, so I'm not going to go all of them. So be assumptive, right? Be assumptive that when you're making the call, they're gonna say yes, right? Because if they're good people, you really know them, right? People do crazy things for their friends, like crazy favors, right? So all you're asking is for them to help you with your training, so then you can thrive in your career or your business, right? So be assumptive that they will say yes, right? And understand that what you're asking of is not a big deal, right? You're asking 30 to 40 minutes of their time, right? So it's not a big deal. And also, if they do end up helping you, they're gonna get some great financial concepts that nobody's ever taught them, right? The 12 years or however many years they spend in school, none of the teachers taught them these financial concepts, right? So knowing that, hey, within those 30 to 40 minutes, you can really change their financial life for years to come. And then know the reasons why you're setting the appointment. So you can have other places to go, right? So you're not setting the appointment just for that person. You're setting it so they can send you to many other families. You'll see? To create millionaires and financial security. Me and Peter always say one of our missions is to create as many millionaires as possible. And we know that if they become our clients, for sure they're gonna have over $1 million for retirement if they follow our plan, right? Even if something, God forbid, happens to them before retirement, their family is gonna be okay, right? And then also, everybody needs what we do, right? So anybody we sit down with, it doesn't matter who they are, they need the products and services we do out there, and then get your name out there. If they sit down with you, they'll know enough of what you're doing so that if they continue and they overhear somebody saying, hey, I have a 401k, what do I do with it? You know, is my job insurance reliable, right? They know that you do this, so they can say, hey, actually, I know somebody, I know Keyshawn. He actually sat down with him last week. Here's his number, reach out to him, right? And then to get more training and get more confidence.